October slams us in the middle of the busy fall season for video games, and this October is going to be nothing short of the past. The month starts out with Forza Motorsport 7, launching October 3rd for only Microsoft Console and Microsoft Windows. The big question for a lot of people is, are you buying this at launch or are you waiting for the Xbox One X? This one doesn't deliver anything short of content, as it has one of the highest car counts in any racing games in current releases. You are going to have 1080p at 60 frames per second with HDR support with the standard Xbox One S, and when the Xbox One X releases, you'll be having 4K 60 frames per second with HDR. This is one to definitely pick up if you have the Xbox One S and if you're a racing fan. The current game with probably the highest amount of controversy this October is Middle-earth: Shadow of War. It launches October 10th, and the main reason for the controversy is the amount of microtransactions. It'll be interesting to see if the game releases with as many microtransactions or if anything has been fixed since all the negative press has come out about it. But let's not forget that the first Middle-earth was one of the best games at the start of this generation of the console. It wasn't a launch game, but it launched a little bit later right after the consoles launched, and we loved this game, and it was one of the highest rated games when it released. Let's hope this game gets past all the controversy and has a ton to offer and keeps the Lord of the Rings fans entertained for the near future. Later in the week, Friday the 13th that is, Evil Within 2 launches. This game builds on what was already a fantastic game with Evil Within 1. The story is said to be darker, a bit more graphic and content, and supposed to be one of the better stories when it comes to this genre. Let's hope it delivers, because this is one of our most anticipated games of the fall, and we love these types of stories when it comes to horror. Another big racing franchise that's finally seeing the light of day in the current generation is Gran Turismo Sport. We're not really sure what to think about this one because we are told that we are getting less content from the car count, but also a different way of campaign. This one comes off more with the story mode. We're having a bigger emphasis on the driving school that some people just bypassed and did more racing on in past Gran Turismos, and we're hoping for better online features as has been described. They are also mentioning a little bit more about the campaign mode, which is said to have a bit difference when it comes to past Gran Turismo games. Let's hope this game delivers. It's been in development for a very long time, and may be the only Gran Turismo we get this generation. Also on October 17th, we get WWE 2K18. For wrestling fans, we're going to be getting a brand new graphics engine, new features for present and past wrestlers, and a better player creator where we can really create who we want and have the best entrance to the ring possible. If you're a wrestling fan, this one's the one to grab. Let's hope it definitely delivers. One of our favorite releases for the fall is South Park: Fractured But Whole, also releasing on the 17th of October. After years of delays, we're finally getting what we're hoping is going to be an amazing game, and we're definitely putting our trust in Trey Parker and Matt Stone. The battle system does appear to be refined. We're going to get a full story where the characters are going to be playing more of superheroes, and we can't wait to see the comedy that this one launches. If you're a South Park fan, pick this one up without even thinking about it. One of Nintendo's biggest handheld franchises is finally seeing its way to the handheld console. The Nintendo Switch is finally getting the Fire Emblem Warriors game, which is similar to the Dynasty Warriors franchise if you play those. The simple side of it is you pick a character, you fight a large army, you keep going on and on. If you play the Nintendo Wii version of Hyrule Warriors, this is said to be very similar, but with a Fire Emblem franchise. October 27th is one of the busiest days for releases this year, and more than likely we're going to be seeing games that will have some of the highest sales when it comes to the charts for the year 2017. Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus releases, and we're getting what has always interested us with the great storytelling, the great gameplay, and the different gameplay that we get from this franchise than we do from others. The trailers that released earlier in the year at different conferences were always kind of wacky, some different storytelling that we haven't seen in the past ones from different types of Nazi stories when it comes to the drugs that we were seeing some of the characters taking. Let's hope this one delivers on it. We are seeing this one releasing later in the year, or I should say in 2018 for the Nintendo Switch. At the current time, this one's coming out specifically for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. After taking a year off from development and focusing on one of their main games, Assassin's Creed Origins also launches on October 27th. This is said to be one of the most refined games at launch, and the reason is because they've had that year off to kind of fine-tune and not release something buggy. It's said to have a lot of influence from Witcher 3 when it comes to the big world, the way of launching stories, the character development, and let's hope this does, as we love the world of Egypt and seeing what we can bring to the Assassin's Creed franchise. And what might be the biggest game for October is Super Mario Odyssey. We've been waiting for this game since we saw the teaser trailer back at the beginning of 2017, and it's finally coming out on October 27th. Of Of course, this is a console exclusive for just the Nintendo Switch, but let's see how this one delivers. It's probably going to be running for Game of the Year with Zelda Breath of the Wild. And we wanted to throw in a few PC releases that are notable just because they are specific to how the console world is working these days, but Destiny 2 finally releases on PC on October 24th. We did see the release in September for both PS4 and Xbox One. The PC crowd is finally getting it, we'll see if it sells as much as it does on the consoles. The other game releasing for PC this month is Age of Empire Definitive Edition. Now this is going to be the original one. You might have heard of this one at some of the Xbox news that has come out recently. This is the definitive, and it also releases in October on October 19th. Our subscription services are getting some great games this month. Let's start it out with games with gold. On Xbox One, we are getting Gone Home. This one releases on October 1st, and it is the console edition. For many outlets, and including ours, we did have Gone Home as one of our favorite games last year when it came to PC. This is the console edition, and the main story here is you are off on a vacation, you come home, and your entire family's gone. This is not a long game, but it is one that can't be passed, as it does do amazing when it tells stories from a first-person perspective. The Turing test launches in the middle of the month, October 16th to be specific, and this one is more of a first-person puzzler. If you like games like Portal from the past, this one's similar but without the kind of comedic standpoint. This one's going to definitely test you when it comes to puzzles around, and it does take place in space. If you've seen the trailers for this, it does look pretty great. Make sure to pick this one up on October 16th. For Xbox 360, we do get Rayman 3 on October 1st. Now keep in mind this is one of the older Rayman games. It doesn't have the new type of styling and attitude of the new games like Rayman Legends, but it is a great game if you missed out on it. This is considered the HD version for the 360. Pick it up and kind of see where the newer franchise came from. This is one of the better Medal of Honors that did release towards the end of the 360 era. Make sure to grab it and give it a try. The game that carries over from the previous month in September is Oxenfree. If you didn't get this game in September, you do have until the 16th of October to grab it. Make sure you grab this game. It is one that can't be passed. It's also available on PC if you'd like to pick this one up. For PlayStation Plus users, you're getting some amazing games this month, and that starts out with Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. This was on my personal list of Game of the Year it released, and many people actually had it as their Game of the Year. Make sure to download this one and not pass it up, as it does have a different take on the Metal Gear Solid with a more open world feel compared to a streamlined story mode. The Amnesia Collection is also releasing, and this one has a first-person type of horror feeling to it. It is a lot slower paced, but it is something to pick up and think about. A lot of people have enjoyed this game throughout the past, and it has been reviewed very well. Easiest way to think about it, first-person shooter horror. It's not your slasher type game, but it does have a bit of mysterious feel to it. Hope you found this video informative for what's releasing in the month of October. We only have one more big month in the year of releases. November is right around the corner. We can't wait to see what's coming next month.